Good evening and welcome to our second episode of the Geeky Robots podcast. I'm your host, Marco, and I'm here with
Eddie Lovecraft. I'm just excited that we actually made it this far. So episode 2.
Is this like the sequel?
The sequel, yeah. And
The sequel.
a lot of movies don't get sequels, so this is amazing. But Marco, introduce our buddy over here.
Yeah, then we got on my left-hand side here, we have Miguel.
Miguel from the Geeky Robots.
How's everyone doing this evening?
I'm doing magical at the moment, you know?
Yeah, Miguel?
Phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm just excited for us to be at the second episode of this and getting everything, recorded and in place. So, So, where would we like to start today? Well, you said we're going to start current, right?
Let's go current. So
All right.
I know you were talking about something that was current.
Ooh, we have the Jujutsu Kaisen movie, or Jujutsu Kaisen Year Zero, Episode 0, I think it is, which is kind of like a prequel, which sort of sets in motion a lot of the characters that we've grown to love from Jujutsu Kaisen Season 1.
So, you've seen it.
I've seen it.
I have not seen it.
I have not seen it either, but I think it'd be kind of fun. You know, I am editing this. So if you can say your 3 favorite characters in there, but you have to say them really quick, so I'm going to pop them on screen. Ready? And the people that are listening to this on a podcast like Apple Music or Spotify, you can't see the visuals, so check us out on YouTube. But go ahead, Miguel.
Gojo, Gojo, Gojo.
That was three different photos of Gojo.
Yeah. It works.
And Nanami. I love Nanami.
That's great. But, it's funny. Before we get here, we totally forgot about something. We do have an intro. Marco, get into the intro.
Man,
I forgot all about the intro. All right, so before we get started, let's cue the music. Man, I can't believe I forgot the intro.
It's only episode 2,
Yeah, we'll get used to it. Rookie mistake
needs
number
intros?
1, mistaken by Marco. So as we continue on. So Miguel, you saw the movie. All right. So I think it came out Wednesday? Last Wednesday? Last Wednesday, right? All right. So spoiler alert, maybe for everyone who's watching who haven't seen it. Just want to throw that out there.
Well, I could give sort of a non-spoiler review of it.
Oh, perfect.
And that way all our viewers don't have to skip over, into the future. But overall, it was a very, very enjoyable ride. I think there was a lot of good fan service. There was a lot of fan service moments where you felt like, you love a character and you're seeing their moment to shine. So a lot of that. I did feel that there was a lot of narrative moments that were sort of forced. That was in my opinion. I didn't see a lot of people point those out. I won't mention them so they're not spoilers, but I felt a lot of things kind of felt, and again, it is a movie. You kind of have to get some plot points across fairly quickly. So I know I kind of felt at some points I was like, I should be feeling a lot more emotion for this person, but I'm not. And that was something that happened 10, 15 minutes into the movie. If you guys have seen it, you probably know what I'm talking about. I wanted to feel bad. I didn't.
Can I guess a spoiler? Someone dies.
And now the entire premise is about avenging this person or avenging this person. So, yeah. So, overall, I would definitely, it's a very high ranking, very well made. MAPPA kicks it, out of the park again because I don't know how they're doing so many projects at once. Please give your employees a break. But also I do love binging all this stuff.
Blame Attack on Titan, so it was getting it off with that. So,
Wait, but really quick, what I understand is that you're probably thinking about cosplaying one of these characters. Is that correct?
So I've actually done Nanami. from Jujutsu Kaisen. I am bringing him back. I absolutely love him. I did him for Otaku Fest in January of this year, and probably hands down one of my favorite cosplays.
All right, so we're probably showing a picture now on what you look like as that person, but can you look at your camera and basically do the pose that he would do in the anime?
Oh yeah, he's always like, so he has like his butcher knife like this, and he's like with the glasses. Oh, he does this with his glasses.
All right, but,
like,
you got to sell it to the audience. You got to sell it to the audience. Oh yeah.
Watch me look like an idiot.
I know. I remember when you did that cosplay at Otaku Fest, and it turned out really well.
Thank you.
And yeah, no, the tie, everything was on point. The butcher knife was on point. Yeah, I mean, even we sitting over here trying to work, and everybody's pulling Miguel from the booth to take photos.
He's a celebrity.
Yeah, they were like, "Oh my God, you're Nanami. Oh, can I get a picture?" And Miguel like, "I'm so sorry, bro.
Sorry, bro.
I'm so sorry, bro." And I'm like,
I'm trying to sell socks.
I felt like Mickey Mouse at Disney, bro.
No, a lot of people. That Nanami was good. It was really good.
And there's not a lot of Nanamis, I think, cosplaying.
Question about the movie too. Was it timeline wise? Because I've read some of the manga. This was before Gojo was Gojo, right? The Gojo that we know. I mean, timeline, like we get a backstory of certain characters that are, why.
No, Gojo's still Gojo.
In this one?
In this one, yeah.
Okay.
He's still like, everyone's like, is this Gojo?
Oh, okay. No, because the manga
And he's
readers.
still, he's still with his, lifts up his eye, and it's like.
No, I'm talking Sunglass Gojo. The manga community knows what I'm talking about. More the backstory on Gojo and who was friends with who and who went what path. That's what I thought this movie was.
It will touch on that.
Okay.
But he is
You
still,
get what I'm understand? Yeah, like
it
why
will
certain
touch
people go
on
that
his
path.
friends and stuff like that. It didn't go into depth, but he is still powerful.
And real quick, knowing who his friends are and who his friends come out to be, and of course the manga readers know who it is. How to make you feel that there may be somebody out there that could go toe to toe with him a little bit.
Yeah. They're definitely that. I mean, at least how it ended, there was that character that I guess was the main villain. Very loved, very cool character. Honestly, like I actually genuinely enjoyed him. Kind of like that villain methodology or philosophy that makes sense. He's not just a bad guy. He has like his agenda. And it makes sense. He's kind of like, hey, this is the way I view the world, and this is the way that things should be. So yeah, sort of like a Thanos kind of thing, but almost like it reminded me of the My Hero Academia 3 Heroes movie. Sort of like the, if the strong should survive and the weak should die off, kind of like villain mentality that is so like prominent in these,
or also animal mentality.
Yes, yeah, like a survival of the fittest kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, I heard you guys talk about like you're cosplaying it. Now I want to know a question. Well, I don't want to know a question. I want to know if y'all cosplayed things that you love. What's your favorite cosplay that you personally have done? And the other question is, what is the cosplay that you want to do or really wish you can, but it's maybe impossible to do?
You want to go first?
Sure. My favorite one has probably been Nanami. I really, I really like my Nanami.
Wait, gotta do the pose again. All right.
But and I think the one that I'm looking to do for MegaCon is Tengen from Demon Slayer.
Oh snap!
So very excited to do Tengen. Let's see how it comes out. I actually just ordered his stuff, so it should be coming in. Definitely a high bar because the Entertainment District came out. He's a very, very loved character, and I am hoping that I can deliver a little bit of that flashy essence.
Yeah. Now the cosplay will probably be perfect. Miguel will look amazing in it, but he will have one thing that is very incorrect to the character, the manga anime character, and you know what that is? your socks will not be the proper ones to it because they will be geeky robot socks. And since, the geeky robot socks, we want to show some video from the last conventions that we've gone to. These two have been working at. And what convention is that? Because you know what we need to do, right?
Drip cam?
Hell yeah.
Let's do the drip cam.
Drip cam.
We do have...
What conventions is this?
I think we got a couple of events, Polycon that we just came from, as well as Superfan Con, Hero Hype, and SW.
Awesome. So let's see the drip cam. Drip cam.
Drip cam.
Snap. Oh, snap. 4 minutes before the con opens, and we already got the drip.
Oh, hey, Miguel, show me the drip.
Oh, my God.
Show me the drip.
Drip.
The drip. All this drip at Geeky Robots. Second floor.
Second floor, booth 28 until 7, 8.
So that was an incredible drip cam. Next time you see the geeky robots, get these guys to film you. Maybe you all will show up on this videos over here in the podcast and you can see your drip. But Marco, the same question to you. Who is your favorite cosplay that you've done and what cosplay do you want to do?
So my first cosplay I've done was actually back for Hallmat, which was held back in December. And oh man, this is tough.
Wait, the December one that just went by. That was your first one?
That was my first time cosplaying.
Wow, no, you already kicked butt, man.
Thank you.
Remember, and I ended up with your sword somehow.
Yeah.
Not that kind of sword, guys. Not that kind of sword.
Yeah, so I would have to say that
I got your sword in my room.
I would have to say that the Naruto, that cosplay, cosplayed as like kind of a modern spin to one of the Anbu Black Ops characters. So, you can insert a picture of me here. And the cool thing I liked about that cosplay, I've actually found the sword, the Uchiha sword in black with the Uchiha crest on the sword, and some of the stuff that we even sell that some people don't know, we actually got like different jewelry and stuff at the Geeky Robots booth. So I, bought some of the Naruto hidden leaf bracelets and had the necklace with the hidden leaf and the Akatsuki. So it was like a mix of a Anbu that was, it was part of everything, almost like a mashup, which was pretty cool. And even with the mask and stuff, and people liked it. I even wore the Akatsuki socks, and it was fun.
No, that's rocking. That's rocking. And we filmed the Hallmat event. It was an awesome experience, and me and Miguel, Marco, we all went to like the parties afterwards, the raves. It was banging. So we're gonna do this year as well, right?
Yep.
Heck yeah.
And it's funny because that's my favorite one, but everyone liked the Law.
Yeah.
Everyone liked the Law from One Piece for non-One Piece watchers. But yeah, everybody liked the Law, even though it was a simpler one. But I like that one too.
Hey, fan base is not based on looks all the time. It's based on who the character is.
Yeah.
So.
Now Law's that dude.
So Eddie, do you want to lean forward a little bit because I see you really far back?
I have a loud voice, so it.
Okay.
I
You have
noticed,
the booming voice.
I noticed on the editing, so I stay away from it.
Okay. I'm here trying to make episode 2 amazing. I'm like, Eddie, I got you, bro. Let me spot you. Lean forward.
And Eddie's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, sorry, but I'm loud.
Yeah.
But Marco,
Yeah.
you said what you have cosplayed, but what do you want to cosplay?
Oh, well, want to cosplay for sure would be Commander Shepard from Mass Effect. I don't know, for all the video gamers, the N7 armor. I know there's some people out there know how to build armor. If you're willing to teach me, or build and I pay you. It's a very, very difficult one to do. But Mass Effect for me was one of the best, besides Mass Effect Andromeda. So at the cons you can do whoever, whereas anime, movies, video games, definitely Mass Effect. That'll be fire.
Look at this guy. He's been like doing his first cosplay in December of last year, and he's already like, "Yo, I want to build armor." So he's already going hardcore. Like, hey man, maybe you should slow it down.
Well, we'll see.
Slow it down.
We'll see.
Mario, maybe.
Like, I mean, got the Punisher and whatnot, or even even do another. Get into a little later because One Piece now just maybe do Luffy or Marco the Phoenix from One Piece. That'd be pretty cool. And then a future cosplay, we're gonna try it. We're gonna have to see how it goes. But me and Miguel have a great idea of a Jojo cosplay. He's gonna be Jotaro, and then I'm going to be his Star Platinum.
Oh, don't worry. You guys do JoJo. I will do Mojo Jojo. Okay.
Oh man! And so we're gonna try that.
Yeah.
So I got to be painted purple and all that stuff.
Hey, the thing is with JoJo, I think you guys have to be like you guys got to put makeup on like on your face, like become like beautiful.
It's true.
Yeah,
And
the
they're
JoJo
kinda-
characters are
and they're
always so like
eccentric.
flamboyant. They're like, and they always do the pose. Like you always, someone hits you and you're like,
If you want to go JoJo, you just gotta look good. You don't have to be strong. So let's all look at that camera right there in the middle, and let's do our JoJo pose. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. Anyways, I hope my parents aren't watching this, but
is my son watching JoJo?
JoJo.
Next, he'll say.
Next, he'll say.
Anyways, I think it is a good time. We've gone crazy on this episode already, I think, but we should do a geek vision. Okay, you guys ready for a geek vision?
Let's
What
do
we
it.
watching this evening?
Okay, so my friend David, thank you, David. He sent me a video. Basically, it was the cut out scene from The Batman. This is a spoiler, so if you want to forward, we'll put the time frame right here. Everyone want to point the finger there? Time frame. And we're going to watch that right now. Well, that's an alarming sound.
Yeah.
And sorry, Miguel, I know you have not seen this yet,
It's all good.
but this scene is not in there.
Serial killer. I want your respect. First anniversary paper. Why makes you think I come so cheap? I thought you'd be curious. You think I got off of this stuff? Don't you? You're pictures.
I like how we're all very focused. You can't really talk. You have to pay attention to this scene.
It's also a little bit difficult to hear to understand the audio, at least the dialogue.
This violence. It's so baroque.
Very Christopher Nolan.
Lyrics little puzzles, doesn't it? So meticulous. Like you've been planning this his whole life. I know who he is. Who is he? He's a nobody. Wants to be somebody. You know, he's so ahead of the curve. But something is different this time. This is very upsetting to you. Let's get back to him. Why? What's so much more fun? I'm not here to talk about me. What are you here to talk about? I want to know how he thinks. You know exactly how he thinks. Have you read this file? You two have so much in common. Mask Avengers. So easy for more righteous. Oh, are you afraid it makes you look soft? You're wasting my time.
I'm glad we got a laugh. I was waiting for it.
We need it.
I think you don't really care about his motives, whether he loves or hates you. I think somewhere deep down, you're just terrified. Because you're not sure he's wrong, huh? You think they deserve it, huh? You think they deserve
Ew.
it.
Getting a Heath Ledger vibe
Yeah.
in the way he spoke there.
Unfortunately, Heath Ledger has done it first,
Yeah.
and now everybody else looks like they copied them.
It
Copy
definitely,
him.
yeah.
But-
I mean, they're all, taking from the same character.
Yeah,
although
that's
Heath
true.
Ledger's Joker was so iconic, but it's...
What do y'all think about that deleted scene? Should it have been deleted or kept in the movie? Marco, you probably have a better answer because you saw the movie. Look at you, Miguel. You're late.
Again.
I remember in one of the trailers they had showed something hinting to that deleted scenes when everyone was trying to break down the trailer and whatnot. So you saw the little green hair and like, oh, it was a Joker in the movie. So I'm not surprised to see that that's a deleted scene. But hot take, because you guys brought up a good point, how some people try to mimic Heath Ledger. I honestly thought he was trying to mimic Heath Ledger the whole time with how he was talking, with the laugh and everything. It makes Jared Leto's Joker look a little bit better because at least he was trying to be original.
I see it a different way. Like, I don't see him like 100% like stealing away from Heath Ledger. Of course, we saw at the end of the movie, he does have like, I guess you can see it in the blurry vision as well. He has those scars on his face, which is the Heath Ledger version, but he felt more like the Leto version for me. Like, maybe it's like a mix of those two. He
Kind of like exaggerating the laugh a little bit.
It was like a Leto version if he was in the Dark Knight universe.
Actually, what he reminded me of was in the Arkham Knight games when he goes insane because he takes the poison gas and he's like about to die and he's like, we're both going to die, Batman. So pick.
Okay.
I die or we both live, So it kind of like that was kind of, almost like the hair falling out, the worn down. And it makes me also think, and I think we are discovering, I mean, of course, if you watch the movie, it's different. I haven't seen the movie. So to me, it almost feels like we're discovering this universe because we know these characters, but we don't know where they belong in this iteration or this version of Batman. So we know the Joker exists. So now we're seeing him and it's like, okay, he's older. He seems like he's caught and they almost have sort of like a agree to disagree relationship.
Yeah, that was another thing that I caught on too. So we know that this is Batman's second year as the Caped Crusader. So now was Joker already there and Batman found out about him? Or did they already have their little tussle and Batman put him there? Me personally, I don't think the Joker would necessarily help him because we know Joker is a person that likes chaos. So, or he wouldn't have helped him so easily as he did because it felt like it was like a, little pride, like, oh, why would I help you? Oh, don't you get off to this? Oh, you think I'm cheap? And then another little comment back and he's just like, all right. And it's like, no, that's not Joker. He would have went immediately to like the last minute of that clip where he's just like, oh, you're just afraid. you know, because you guys are the same.
Right.
This, that, and that. He would have jumped immediately to that. Not like, oh, this dude, this is personal, this is this. I get the concept, use a serial killer or whatever to find another psychopath serial killer. Pretty cool concept, but to me, just my opinion, Joker would not help them like that. Not at all.
Yeah.
All right. Well, just looking at it as a video on its own, you know, there's it was cut out from the movie, so the director obviously saw something, or maybe Warner Brothers saw something that they did not want that in the full movie. But I think it's it's filmed very nice because they showed Joker fuzzed out. He's blurred out, so because of that, every time you see him, you're really trying to look at him, looking to see what he looks like, trying to understand what is this persona coming out of, like what is coming out from. Batman, it looks, you know, HD quality. Joker, fuzzy. And it really hits at the end because at the end you see his mouth. His mouth looks grotesque, and it is full HD. There's like slices and dices. It's an ugly, ugly mouth. And by that time you're just like, ugh, this is a sick individual. So as opposed to seeing him looking the way he looks already, it doesn't have that same impact. So I think from a visual standpoint, excellent. Joker standpoint, I think, it's just a hard role to follow from the amazing roles that we've already seen from Heath Ledger and what's the latest Joker movie that came out?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix. And even Joaquin Phoenix, we all compared it to Heath Ledger as well.
Totally different characters.
So, yeah, different characters, absolutely. But a lot of people will analyze them the same. I'm pretty sure, Miguel, you probably saw them kind of similar, right?
Yeah, it definitely, I did see, like you said, the cinematography was beautiful. I caught on very quickly to the fact that the Joker was blurred the entire time. And his dialogue was difficult to listen to. I don't know if, like, maybe I have to, like, hear it with headphones or just, like, turn on, like, closed captioning. But it almost seemed like, almost like you're seeing the Joker through a tunnel,
Right.
almost. And for me, I do have to give it to them. Hey, you had 2-3 minutes to encompass a new version of a character that is held with such high regard, and the bar is so high.
That's a
You
hard
got
bar.
3 minutes. These are your lines. Go.
Yeah, like I would not want to, like if they came to me like, hey, you should play the Joker. We saw Jared Leto fail that hard, right? I know there's some people are like, yeah, he was. I think he was like a fun Joker,
Like a gangster type, more
and
so Joker.
you know, he had his chance to like redeem it in the Snyder Cut, but we didn't see enough of it to see where he could take that. Did you see the Snyder Cut yet?
No.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh my God.
Well, we will go to a direction that is pretty nasty, in my opinion, which is the CW. But before we get there, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick. So, and then I want everyone in the comments below to answer this question as well. Please. What do you think was better? Spoiler alert. That 3-minute clip there that got removed, or how he was revealed at the end? Because I think that was about a 3-minute scene with him and Riddler. So the whole "we can be friends" thing.
Yeah.
So which was better, that 3-minute clip they took out, or they finally reveal him at the end of the movie, and how they revealed him? Because you didn't see. So like, yes, in this deleted cut, he was fuzzy. But in the final cut, he was like, the sun was like kind of shadowing him out. You can only see him through like the slit of the door. You really didn't get to see him at all. Sorry, I mixed him up with Riddler. You only saw him through like the slit of the door, and you just heard him. So what do you think?
I mean, I guess it comes down to the same. You can't really see him 100%. You know, he's hidden in both scenes, and it makes the audience like want more. You know, like, ooh, who is this person? I don't even know who the actor is. Really quick, I thought it was really cool how Batman had to go to the Joker for a psychological evaluation on the Riddler. Like that just shows that the Batman does have like some respect for the Joker to actually go to him because he can't answer some questions on how people's mentality is, psychological evaluations. But the Joker can see different things. He can see beyond the norm, and he can see to the psychotic and craziness of what a person can get it to, which in this case is the Riddler, right? Mm-hmm. But I think the stronger thing I would go with what the director did. I would definitely cut out the scene that did cut out because it just doesn't. It's a great scene, but the way he edited it or the whole team did, I think it's stronger to show Joker later on, unseen, talking to
the Riddler.
You know who?
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah. Sorry, Miguel. Sorry.
So
Harley Quinn's in there also,
Nice.
and she kills Catwoman.
yeah,
Fake spoilers.
Killer Croc was in the
And then
stores.
Spider-Man comes out.
So you had you brought up the CW. So what off that conversation that we had off mic, off camera from our last episode? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you all take it to the direction you guys want to. I'm an enemy of the CW, but I'll let you all open up. Why? Oh my God. Okay. So,
And in case you guys are wondering, we're talking about the hit
Arrowverse.
series like Arrow,
Flash.
The Flash.
Legends of Tomorrow. Is Black Lightning part of it? I believe maybe Black Lightning is a part of it.
Supergirl.
It's Supergirl. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Batwoman.
Yeah. Okay. So my gripe with it, growing up, there was one show that I despised. I mean, I probably despise a lot. I'm known as for my friends that I hate a lot of things. I'm just very picky on like what I think is a good show and what is a bad show. Same with music, all of that. So I hated Smallville. All right, and I think it like even the title kind of depicts it, which is small. The budget felt small, the actors felt small, as in like bad acting, and the writers, they're the freaking key point of everything just feeling like crap. Like I hear it, I see it, and I'm pretty sure that all of us can be like, look at it and be like, man, we can make a better show than this. All right, now a lot of my friends were like, Smallville was the shiznicks. Superman, oh yeah, all this stuff. Spoiler, he never becomes Superman. He can't even fly in the damn ending. Anyways, I could not watch that show. And I will say the key point was that I saw one episode was about football. And the whole football episode, Superman basically was like, I want to be strong and show everyone that I'm strong and I can tackle people. And his dad's like, you cannot do that. You got to be a nerd. You got to be a geek. You gotta be weak, right? And then he's just like, but why, Dad? I'm freaking a teenager and I want to show the girls what's up, right? And so end result is that he has to be like a little weaky in front of the whole football team until finally he snaps and he hurts somebody, right? And his dad's like, you see what you did? You see what you did? You hurt somebody.
What lesson do we learn, kids?
And it was like a whole lesson thing, and then basically he was just like, the lesson I learned, this is what I got out of the lesson. The lesson I learned is that I can't be who I am. And I'm just like, oh my God, this show sucks. Right? And I was just like, I don't know. It was just so like a young crap. And that's like
Young crap.
It's geared towards your teens, Like, yeah.
So anyways, that Smallville, I felt like it kind of transitioned to like what CW is. And CW is absolutely all those things plus, the bad editing, the bad storylines, the bad acting, and it might not even be the actors. It might be the way they have to act. And I feel like everything is very choppy. It's like, okay, we got to go to a spaceship. Whoa, we're already in Miami. Oh my God, we have to save a baby. And it's just like, dude, that was like 30 seconds. That really moved. What about you guys?
Well, for me, I mean, I'll be honest with you. When Arrow first came out, that show was actually, I thought the first couple episodes, I'd say the first season or two, I was engaged. I remember recommending it to everyone. I was like, dude, Arrow, that's where it's at. It's like a movie. It's like a movie, but on the TV. Like, it's like a long movie. And then the Flash came out, and I think it was around when the Flash came out that I was like, okay, the Flash feels like a little bit of a cheesier version. Oh, we got Sophie on camera. What are your thoughts, Sophie, on the CW?
I think it sucks.
The little good old Sophie cameo, but
Continue.
so yeah, it was around the time that the Flash came out that it felt like you needed CGI, but you didn't have the budget for it. They kind of had like a little him running, and it's like, and you're like,
It was like PlayStation 2 graphics
yeah,
sometimes. Yeah, it was.
you know, he starts like punching and stuff, and like it looked really cartoonish. And then from there, I feel like it all started to just
Falling apart. Yeah.
You know, I think it started falling apart when they made the whole Arrowverse. So yes, I'm with you as far as like the first 3 seasons of Arrow to me was good. I remember when I saw it for the first time, and you know, and I was watching it by myself. Then I was watching it with someone else, and then we were like, "Yo, this is great!" And we sat up there and binge watched like the whole first season. I think it was on Netflix, maybe, I'm not sure, but we binge watched the whole first season. We're like, "Yo, this is great!" And we started keeping up with it. And after a while, it was just like, "The heck." My only thing was going back to the writing. I was talking to a coworker about this the other day. My only gripe with it was everybody, it was like a contest of who was to blame the most. Like something happened to somebody and it was like, oh, it was my fault. Yeah, and Sophie agrees. It was just like, it was my fault. And then like Arrow would be like, no, but it was my fault because if I would have shot the arrow like this, and then the Flash would be like, no, but I was been there a second faster. And it's just like, yo, is this a competition of who's more at fault? And they kept replaying that same storyline over and over and over.
Guys, if this podcast sucks, it's my fault.
No, it's my fault because you guys put me in the middle. We already talked about this.
No, guys, it's your fault.
See, this is a smart man. He broke out of the CW, and he ain't going to claim responsibility for the crap that it is.
Now, Legends of Tomorrow to me was good. It was comedic. It was fun, and that's what it was. It was just a fun show. But like Arrow is too serious. I stopped watching the Flash around the Thinker. Once he fought the Thinker, I just stopped. And then I didn't even see him fight the Thinker. It was like Thinker revealed. And then I was like, oh, okay. And then, I just kind of fell off of it.
Yeah. And I think these series are a perfect example of too much of something good doesn't always make it better.
Ooh.
I think you can genuinely, some of these series, they start off great. They're great concepts. But you have to know when to wrap them up, right? Like, I think one of the things that is a perfect example of wrapping it up is Breaking Bad. So the series Breaking Bad, great show. The director himself said it. Vince Gilligan. I may be saying a completely wrong
Gilligan's
name.
Island?
I may be saying a completely different name, but the director of Breaking Bad, I remember he said in an interview, he's like, the show's really good. I have more story to tell, but I don't want to ruin it, so I'm ending it.
Yeah. And that goes to our first episode. Y'all should check out the link. And basically, we all said that, I said that there should be an ending. Marco was like, he likes the short stories that they do an ending, and it makes you think. But I think a story needs to have a beginning, middle, and end. And a lot of the series on TV is that they have a beginning, a middle, and we gotta milk the hell out of people so it never ends, like Walking Dead and all those little son of a guns.
You mentioned that too good of something can turn out to be bad. So And this is another conversation I was having with someone not too long ago, and I want to get you guys' opinion. Let's talk about the Marvel Cinematic Universe. All right, so here's my thing. It was everything will happen in Endgame. Nice little conclusion story. It was like an end of an era to me. Now we know the Doctor Strange movie is coming out. I think in a couple of months or something like that, like summertime, right? How do you guys feel about Phase 4? Because personally, I'm just like, hopefully.
I actually kind of dig it because it's kind of like in the wacky world. You got the multiverses. Doctor Strange is always, psychedelic crazy. In other words, I can't really tell where it's going, and I don't even know that the comic line actually went to all these realms. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it's a vast Marvel's a vast world, but I feel like it's just unexpected stuff. So I really enjoyed the last Spider-Man. You had Doctor Strange in there, and it kind of just I was just like, okay, all the rules are broken, and then the rules are broken. I think it can make some amazing storylines, but it's going to be very hard to fix. And I can imagine the writers just going, oh, no, we don't know where to go with this. But, hey, that's what makes the ride fun, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What do you think, Miguel?
Well, one thing that I genuinely... I'm really enjoying this about the MCU is the fact that they're tying or using different tools in their toolbox. One of them being the TV series. So before... it was sort of like the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which all it would do was kind of be in the back end of the movies and sort of drop Easter eggs and certain characters. But now we're seeing where these characters are actually continuing their story via another medium, which is, the television, the TV series. So, when we left Endgame, it was Falcon was inheriting the shield. What we got from that was an entire series of, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which was him becoming Captain America. So where that could have been a 2 hour and 15-minute movie, it was like a 6-7 hour story split across all these episodes, and it sort of built that character where a lot of people were divided with it. But if you watch the entire series, by the end of it, you're like, no, you deserve it. You earned this, And I feel like that's the character development. So that aspect of Phase 4 has me excited. The fact that I feel like Marvel is utilizing Disney Plus and streaming services and TV series to tell bigger stories.
That's a good point how you brought up how Disney is using the different shows and stuff to actually build out the characters. So then that way, when the next future movie comes, we already have a story behind them and whatnot. I honestly think that right now this is a great move for even the DC extended universe. Their movies, this is a great move for them. The reason why is you see how, MCU and Disney are doing more. So we're going to do the shows and stuff too. So now we can, get that cycle, of a new era cinematically being done. So I honestly think that the DCEU is going to do what Fox did with Days of Future Past with X-Men. Hey, let's use this time travel thing to reset all the screw-ups we did over the years and go from there. So they can use this Flashpoint paradox hey, you know what? We probably didn't get off to the right start. We can reset now, and we can start our own era in the cinematic and create our own cinematic universe. And then, yes, you can branch off to HBO Max and stuff like that. So... which on HBO Max, they'll be able to do a lot more mature stuff. So if they take advantage, that's one thing that's holding, I don't want to say holding back. But if you think of shows like The Punisher, we want that back. Daredevil, we want that back.
That was one thing I wanted to touch on. I don't know if I'm deviating a lot, but the fact that Charlie Cox is now part of the MCU, or that Matt Murdock portrayed by Charlie Cox is back in the MCU. Obviously we got the gritty, dark character that was created in partnership with Netflix, which was like a hard R, you know? And now you have it in a PG-13 universe. I mean,
Well,
that is one thing that I'm like, I loved the Daredevil series.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
Really quick, before we deviate from Daredevil, I got to keep us on this Daredevil topic, okay? So, at Dragon Con, the first year I went to Dragon Con, I went with my buddy Jim Dexar, Isabel, Holt cosplay, right? We all, and the whole crew, we were all in the hotel room. That was like it was like 20 people in one hotel room, right? Just sleeping on the floor and all this crazy stuff. Maybe not that crazy, but anyways, that was the first year that with my show, Not So Serious show, that I decided that I was going to be an interviewer, right? Microphone, an interviewer. Now, doing interviews is one thing to do a podcast, you know, and I'm pretty sure you all got like kind of nervous when we first did our first podcast, but you get used to it, right? Now, imagine doing this thing in public and a bunch of people, cosplayers, and trying to interview people. Anyways, I was so like freaked out that I had to do like shots, drinks, and I went for it. I did a crazy Dragon Con interview episode, and I went to the bathroom. And my buddy Jim Dexar goes, "Look to the right of you." And I'm like, "What?" "Look to the right of you." I'm like, oh, look at a dude while we're peeing? Look to the right of you. And I look to the right. Charlie Cox is pissing right next to me. No! Anyways, we both go outside, me and Jim, and we're just like, oh my God, get the cameras out. Screw it. We're going to be like paparazzis over here. Let's try to interview Charlie Cox, right? Anyways, we're waiting for him to come out, and I'm just like freaking out. I'm like, okay, we're just going to like bombard him, be the paparazzi. We're going to be those guys, all right?
We ran into somebody important today. Who did we run into?
Charlie Cox.
So we saw him in the bathroom. I was peeing right next to him, and I'm like, hey, let's just jump in front of him and basically interview him when he gets outside of the bathroom. And we got Kayla. We're like, Kayla, your favorite person is here.
I'm so excited. You have no idea.
Get her really quick. And what happened?
He walked out of another exit.
We go back inside and realize that there is 2 exits in the damn bathroom.
Wow, man, Charlie Cox right there. Could have had it. And that would have put them on a map. You know, I'm pretty sure he'd have been a nice guy and be like, all right, little something.
Yeah.
You know? To go back what you're saying, like as far as the dark shows and stuff, one thing I did notice on, their platform now is now with the new update, they actually have it where if you are under like a certain age, you can only see certain content pretty much. So you have to put that you want to see the mature stuff, and you got to put a password into it, and it'll set your account to that. But if you got it for your kids and you want to block all the mature stuff, it's like a parental setting. Then it stops from all the different, mature ratings and stuff, which I think is them gearing towards the gritty stuff that's going to come. Because, John Berthal, like we want him back as the Punisher. I think we can all agree on that. He already said that he won't reprise his role if they're talking about changing up his character. Ryan Reynolds, the same thing with Deadpool. So I think what they're starting to do is get ahead of that curve. Like, hey, we'll have a setting for our mature audience to see the mature stuff if they want. And then, for our younger audience to appease both, demographics, which I think is pretty cool. And as far as like, I think if, the DC EU were to use the Flashpoint Paradox that comes out, I think next year, if I'm not mistaken, to like reset and start their own era in the movies, it could really be something. Use Zack Snyder. Holler. Use them. So yeah.
No, I agree. I think I really think that opening up these platforms, the streaming services, as much as I hate paying for like 10 different streaming services, I do think that at least they're being used to provide this level of entertainment that's much more in depth. I would never sit down and watch a 6-hour movie, but I would sit down and watch the WandaVision series. going through time, through like the television sitcoms of time, and building a story around that. You can't do that in 2 hours in a movie, but you can do that in a series.
I have to say two things really quick, okay? We are getting to the hour, and number one is that Disney, I think it's growing a pair of balls, okay? And when I say a pair of balls, the fact that they brought the YouTube videos into their Disney Plus section, I don't know if it's there yet or will be. Like Punisher, that's not something that would be like Disney Plus, right? But it's also, I feel like Disney Plus, like, they want to like set an example of like, oh yeah, we're only like family based, but we bought Marvel. Okay, you bought Marvel, which means you need to show the grit, the nasty, the darkness of what Marvel really is. You know, it's not all fun and games. Punisher is not fun and games, okay? You ever read a Garth Ennis comic book? Oh, no. But you're diving into WandaVision, okay? Now, I want to do a quick geek vision, okay? And it has to do with WandaVision. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
This is Geek Vision. So this is WandaVision, and as we scroll, you're gonna see an action figure that has been created, and the whole internet is cracking up. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Wow.
It gets better. So she's doing the face, and this is an actual action figure that we can go online and purchase. And it's just like,
It's like a derp face.
I mean, let's just zoom in. Like what? What is going on, right? So yeah, it's and I don't even know if it's like legit because they call her Lady Spooktacular. They don't call her WandaVision or Scarlet Witch, but why is she keep doing that like face? It's like, and the cool thing is that like it's a really good action figure because you can move her. Her arms are movable. She has different pose every time. And oh boy, but that face is like. Anyways, what do y'all think of an action figure that like picks a frame from a TV show that has like I do not remember her doing that face in the whole show. There were so many like faces, but why would they pick that one?
Just what it is it's a shock culture. So you pick the one with the craziest face, get the internet a buzz about it, it gets people looking at it, people want to get it, so it can be funny, put memes. It's going to become a meme, and people are going to get it. So they accomplished what they needed to accomplish. Great marketing, whoever designed that. Good job.
Good sales tactic.
Yeah, social media, man.
Yeah, well, if the audience really enjoys that action figure, tell us, and maybe we'll buy it and we'll put it right here in our the front of the next podcast. Not the next one. That's too soon, right? That's a lot of money.
Whenever it arrives, we'll put
watch it be like $1,000. I don't even know.
I'm good. Yeah,
$1,000.
Right.
Yeah. So we should conclude the episode, right?
Yeah. So before we conclude, like usual, we always list our upcoming events that we have coming up. So I'll kick it off. We're going to switch it around if you don't mind. What do you have coming up, Eddie?
Yeah, I know. I just showed you all the WandaVision, but last thing I have to say from this voice over here is basically me and my girlfriend. We are shooting an episode for New Retrowave Records, which is a YouTube channel. Y'all should check it out. It's a 1 million subscriber channel, and we have a show that got picked up, and it's basically called New Retrowave TV, and it's depicted on or told in what I love, the 80s, MTV, all those things that I grew up with, and ElecTrish, my beautiful girlfriend, is going to be the host, and she's going to be talking to Future Cop, which is an artist of the synthwave community. We'll definitely show some clips while I'm talking. And it's, synthwave, 80s nostalgia. And she's going to interview people on a retro TV. As odd as that sounds, it'll be incredible. Come watch. It is a live event, which becomes a YouTube. After the live event becomes just like a strict YouTube show. So come join. That's it.
Nice. Yeah, share a link with that. You want to check that out? So yeah, so we got a lot of awesome stuff, and of course we'll be sharing all of our content across the socials. So look out for that on our social media platforms. And please, first off, we want to thank for sticking to the end of the video, checking us out. Please subscribe to our channel, like, comment below, and we are taking all feedback. So good feedback, areas to improve on. This is something that we definitely want to keep moving with. So we know we can't do that without everyone's feedback. So we appreciate everyone's feedback from the first episode and, the positive and where we can improve. We really appreciate it. And thank you for watching.
Bye, everyone.
Guys, thank you.
Goodbye.
Stay beautiful and stay geeky.